Hey Breadwinning moms, my name is Kathy Jane, and thank you so much for joining my channel today. I really do appreciate your support. Today I did want to talk to you about how real it is to have burnout when you're a breadwinning mom. And based upon my experience, even now I still have days of burnout, and I've been a breadwinning mom for 7 years. You would think that I would have this practice down and I would have everything perfectly set up, but I don't. It takes continual practice, and it also takes continual self-discipline, motivation, all of the above. I started on this journey as a breadwinning mom 7 years ago. I did not know what was going to happen or what it was going to be like. I just took a leap of faith and did it because this was the best situation for my family, for me to be the one to work. I had a great job, I had full benefits, so why not? And I was really happy to support my family in that way. And it was definitely really hard to get used to because when you're home with your baby, you just want to be home with your baby. So when I first went back to work, I really had to do a lot of managing, and I had many burnout days. There was one point in my journey when I felt exceptionally burnt out, and that's when I had transitioned to a new company, obviously to try to provide the best that I could financially for my family. And that was a really hard time because I was trying to climb the corporate ladder, trying to, make everyone happy at work, while also still maintaining that life that I had at home as a mom and as a wife. And still to this day, I want nothing more than to be the best mom and wife that I can be. And that's my priority in life. Is even though I do have a job, I enjoy my job, my priority is with my family, and I want to be the best that I can be. And so I did put a lot on my shoulders. And I remember during those times, I felt really tired. My health was at an all-time low. I gained quite a bit of weight, and it was more weight than my body was used to. And so I was experiencing sleep apnea, fluctuating blood sugars, and because I was so fatigued, I would also get really short with my family. Normally my son or my family didn't make me snap or anything, but during that time I was snippy, and I would snap at hey, and little things just bothered me. And my husband noticed it, I noticed it. So after some time passed, I decided that going to a less stressful environment was the best for me, but it was a hard balance because I still needed to make enough for my family so that we could be financially okay. So luckily I was able to transition to a new position that helped us financially, but also gave me a better environment to not be so stressed. And on top of that, I did some things and did some adjustments at home to make sure that I wasn't stressed. So here's some of the things that I've learned during that transition and other things that I've been through on my journey. So the first one is not trying to be perfect all the time. For example, I'm making this video and it's definitely not in the most perfect setting. My son's up there playing, you can probably hear him. But I figured I just gotta hop on here and do it anyway, because if I don't, I'm never gonna get it done. And I think that's what really holds me back a lot, is I'm trying to be perfect. Letting things being a little messy is okay, a little disorganized is okay, even when company is over. I know I said it, that's like a huge no-no. I get that. At least growing up for me, when company was over, man, we were scrubbing everything, we were making sure everything was mopped and everything was just perfect. So when the company came over, they would have this wonderful feeling, but also perception that maybe perhaps we were very perfect, which we're not. Creating schedules and routines has also been very helpful for me. And if I didn't have my schedules or my routines, I think things could be a lot crazier around here. It's so much easier. I'm actually trying to also transition to doing these videos and other things in the morning, so that I don't have to take time out of my day in the middle of the day to do it when I could be spending time with my son. So you can see I'm a little imperfect right now, but we are going to get this on a nice schedule, so that I can continue to post these videos, and so that I can continue to spend as much time I can with my son and my husband. And obviously I have a 6-year-old going to be in first grade this year, and last year his first year of school, I really learned that there's a lot of events and things that I wanted to participate in as his mom. And at his school was really wonderful, and there was a lot of moms that did a lot of volunteering, and they were in the classroom with their kids a lot. But because of my schedule, I couldn't do that. But what I could do is I could participate for a couple hours once a month in his classroom, so I did that. And I was able to pick and choose the events that I was able to go to and that were the most worthwhile to go to. So we were invited to all events, including rehearsals and practices. And so obviously I didn't make it to all the rehearsals and I didn't make it to all the practices, but I made sure to attend with my husband the most important events, like the actual program that was happening versus a rehearsal, the actual graduation versus being one of the moms that was helping to set up and all that stuff. And when I couldn't help set up, I would just send treats or food with my son to help participate in the event. So I allow myself to do what I can to not only support him in his school adventure, but to make sure that I'm not feeling that burnout and overwhelm. So yeah, where I'm coming from is there's a lot of pressure, and it does take a lot of practice to manage that pressure. But like I say, if I can do it, you can do it, and you can do it in such a way where you're not feeling burnt out all the time. Now, I can't guarantee that you won't feel burnt out. Like I've told you, I do feel burnout still, but it's not as much. And my husband has even told me, hey, I can tell you're a lot less stressed now. I can tell that whatever you're doing is really helping. And so I'm really grateful for that. So last but not least, the last thing I'm going to touch on is exercise and eating healthy. And I know that you watch a lot of YouTubes on this, and I'm excited to make another YouTube video about my journey and how me and my family have found a better way for our family to be healthy. And this has really helped me not feel overwhelmed too. Being part of an organization that values wellness has been exceptionally helpful for me, because there is a gym on site, and when I'm feeling really stressed or I'm going through something really stressful at work, I'll go to the gym and I'll hop on the treadmill in my work clothes. I'll put on my sneakers. I'll hop on there for 15 to 20 minutes. I've even done it for 5 minutes before a meeting. So the exercise really helps. It can be really hard, and I'm totally not perfect at it, but I have added much more fruits and vegetables, and I've been able to reduce my sugar intake and processed food intake significantly, to where I have lost almost 30 pounds since December, and I no longer have sleep apnea symptoms. And so on my next video, I can talk a little bit more about that. But I wanted to share that because it has really contributed to me not feeling that burnt out and overwhelmed and not bringing stress home from work. I hope this video has helped you. I am creating this channel solely based upon my experiences, and I figure if I can share my experience and help some of you out there, then that's a win for me. So thank you so much for joining my new channel. Like my video, subscribe, moms out there or soon to be breadwinning moms out there, and to share our experiences with each other so that we can help each other and support one another. Thank you so much, and have a great day.